Okay, this is day 182, part 2. This isn't the fun part of the job, let me tell you, but I'm at the Mr. Cars dealership again. This is the corner. You can see the spatter pattern of blood there where someone was executed. I believe that probably was where Mike was executed. I'm not sure, but the Duesenberg photo is awry just above the corner there. Looks like he had some tools out on his desk, etc. I'm guessing those were his glasses. I'm not sure. There's a broken chair here, excuse me, in the foreground. I'll zoom out a little bit for people to see that. It looks like with the spatter pattern, there's a U-shaped area of solid material at the corner there, and then there's some lighter spatter on the right wall. It also looks like in the lower corner of the door, there is a blood pool there as well. So I don't know if that meant that Trina was shot on the way trying to escape to the back door there. That's what the police are saying. There's several things that don't make sense about this murder. First of all, there was a dog. They owned a Doberman. They were killed sometime between 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The dealership closed, though, at 6. So why on a Friday night would they stay here much beyond closing? Hard to understand how they would stay much beyond 7 o'clock if they were doing accounting and so forth. The other piece to this is, wouldn't the dog start barking? If you have two doors, one door here and one door over there, wouldn't the dog start barking if an intruder was coming into the location? So wouldn't someone have heard on a Friday night? This street was at one time fairly popular for pub crawling. I would think there would still be light. It would still be light out. It would still be 7 o'clock. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Then there's the question of the Mercedes. Why did the story change from the Mercedes being stolen to a 1990 Tahoe being inserted later on that was sold the prior week? The Cobalt 2006 Mercedes seems like it's still a part of the story, and it somehow has been dropped from the story. The other question still remains is, why did the 528i BMW that was taken from here and went 100 blocks and was recovered in a police stop, and the person who was stopped had a series of prior arrests, why was that person let go by a low-level police officer rather than the name and picture being published? If a person had that car, it's hard for me to believe that they would have had papers to show that they had purchased it. And even if they had, what would have stopped the killers from asking for purchase paperwork and backdating it before they killed the couple? It makes sense to me that burglars would steal BMWs and late model Mercedes. It doesn't make sense to me that they would steal a 1990 Tahoe. So that doesn't make sense. The other piece to this that I'd like to see more information is the autopsies, whether Trina was actually raped or not in that back room. I believe if 4 or 5 different people were involved in this and somehow separated the two, acted as car buyers potentially, knocked on the window, gained entry somehow, you still have the issue of shooting the dog barking. There's a tremendous amount of commotion. You can see the chair being broken. There's pieces all over. This is quite, if you look at this neighborhood, this is quite out in the open. This is all glass. So it's all glass in every direction as we look. There's also a garden center, which, a lot of people think could also help people who are growing other things hydroponically for recreational use. They would have been able to see across the street here from 7 to 10 o'clock. I can't imagine Friday night them not being open. So lots of questions. People would have passed by here. People would have made phone calls. There's cell phone records that haven't been released. Lots of things just don't make sense. So there's a $7,500 reward here for those who want to do that. Of course, I will never accept any money of any kind. I will only donate it to Judicial Watch if the killer is found or whoever comes forward. Thanks. I just wanted to give people more information today. I know it's gruesome, but I do think we need to solve this crime and bring back some kind of civility to these cities.